back, everyone, to this week on Magnet Marketers. We're excited to be back with you, where our show is always here to bring you why it's better to magnet versus a bullhorn with your marketing. I'm one of your hosts here, Jessica Phillips with Now Marketing Group and the Relationship Marketing System, helping you create digital relationships online to create that repeat referral business. And as always, my awesome co-host, Mike Gingrich, founder of Digital Hill, co-founder of the popular apps Tab site, Loftio, published author, and president of a nonprofit called I Give Global, where he lives and breathes by the philosophy of always being uncommon and always adding value. Welcome, Mike.
Yes, thank you, Jessica. Good to be here again. 2017 is moving, isn't it?
It is already like the second week into the first month in the new year. It's going crazy, but that's okay. We're rocking and rolling, accomplishing goals, and back here on Magnet Marketers to help people understand some of the changes that are happening with the Facebook business changes or the Facebook business pages. They've had a little bit of a facelift. We want to go through what some of those are, what those new features are, what they mean, how businesses can take advantage of it, and maybe answering some misconceptions that are out there.
Yes.
Well,
yeah. So I kind of want to get us started here and just kind of lay some foundation again, folks, because maybe you've been on Facebook with your marketing for a couple of years, or maybe last year was the first year. Doesn't matter. What matters is where it's at now, and because it evolves and it changes. I mean, so you might have some foundations, but if you haven't done some things with your page, you need to be aware of how they've evolved and what's the latest and the greatest, what's happening. We've talked previously, just about some of the different post types and things like that. And if you were doing Facebook the way it was done 2 years ago, I mean, you were using your text posts and you're putting images out, that type of thing, and you're hoping for some great reach. And nowadays you got to be thinking about live video and video, and these are some of the things that we want to talk about. But what we want to talk about really now first is a layout change. For the desktop version. Okay, so that's what particularly this is desktop related, and this is when someone comes from a computer, desktop, notebook, they're going to come over to your Facebook page. You have some new options on what you show them, how they see that type of thing. And one of the key things was in the latter half of last year, the profile image for your page, that's what shows up when you post, used to kind of overlap the cover image, and now those are separate. So your page, which basically means that if you haven't updated your cover image in a while, you probably want to, because you might have had some white space where the profile image used to be, and now you have more real estate to use there. So be aware of that change. And there's going to be details. The page profile picture, I think an optimum is 160 by 160. We'll make sure we kind of include some of those. The page cover image, the ultimate size there, and we want to go over, because it's and we're talking about desktop here, so that's where it's like 828 by 315, I want to say, kind of thing.
Right. And just if you want to mention too, while we're here, just to go through that section, the cover image, it's important not to try to throw everything in that section, even though you have more room, because what you just mentioned, that's for the desktop. It's going to look one way on the desktop, but if somebody's looking on mobile, it's going to be all scrunched in. So you want to make sure that you're really just making it a nice layout, like you said, maybe having some simple mentions, maybe your website domain, or just your clear, like think of it as like a header, that first image that somebody would see on your website, but inviting them to your Facebook page. It's not something that everyone's going to look at every day, because a lot of times they're living in their news feed stream, not on your Facebook page, but it's just some things to be aware of if they are drawn back to your page and they go to like your page, that if they're doing it on mobile, that it's still going to look good when they get there. Because I've even done it when I've changed up some of our photos where it has all the team in there, and you look at it on desktop, it looks good, but then you go to your mobile and people's heads are chopped off and not included in the picture. So just be aware of what it looks like on mobile and how it's going to get cut off and if you're what message you're trying to put there. Because also, if you're going to promote your page or that local business awareness, one of the Facebook ad features that you can do to promote your business, you don't want to have a bunch of text in that image, because that may be the image that it's pulling automatically when you're going to start that ad campaign. Not to say you can't change that, but that's going to be the first image that's pulling, and it may be one that you want to show up. If it has a bunch of text in it, you're still going to be penalized and held to that text.
Yeah, I think that's a key point to be made, and I would emphasize that it's a problem that we see a lot. Too many people trying to cram too much stuff in there. Okay, and so,
everything.
Yeah, so really try to narrow that down. I mean, this is your introduction, and just the snap, the quick snap of who you are, and you want to get them in and draw them in and get into more detail there. So this is not the place to give the full kitchen sink.
Exactly. Yeah, with all the images, so much text on there. It's so hard to read on mobile. It's just not as friendly, I guess, as you want it to be. Just a simple image, maybe 3 to 5 words right there, or maybe it's just your website, something just really simple there, because you can change this frequently and often. It's actually recommended to change it, often, like once a month or once every few months, to change it up. Maybe do something for the season, depending on your business. Maybe it's another, feature. You rotate through different products or different brand designs, but something you can change up often, so you don't feel like you have to cram it all in on one image.
Yep. And so basically then kind of like right below your cover image, then just kind of want to go into that a little bit. That on the right side of that is, they've kind of given you this call to action button there, and you can kind of choose from a number of different buttons there, but you want to make sure you fill that out, and that should be something is it contact us, is it call now, is it send us a message? There's a number of ones, send email, sign up, that type of thing that you can do there based on the type of page you have. So you want to make sure you fill out your call to action so that's relevant for your business, so that someone can take action on your page and an action that you want them to take. So I want to make sure we highlight that. So we're kind of trying to start from the top and work our way down. So that's below the cover image on the right-hand side.
Yeah, and I know that's one of the changes with Facebook that's coming now and evolving into 2017, that there's going to be more options that you can select from in that call to action. So they're going to have Book Now, which they do have Book Now, but more applications in which you can integrate. So within your scheduling, or if you're in real estate, they have some opportunities there. So you're going to have a lot more options with that call to action button. So make sure that's something that you check out often as well. As well as the template, Mike, I don't know if you want to go into that as well, the different templates so you can actually choose for what buttons show up.
Keep going on that one, keep going.
And the about and all those sections. Sure. Okay. So under your business manager, like if you go into your business page and you go into your settings itself, once you click into your settings, then you actually can go into your edit page feature. And when you're in your page, it's going to give you all the options on, and actually I'm just going to go in here and share my screen. Excellent. It may be easier actually to see this section here. Let me start. Okay. So in this section here, you would go to your Facebook business page. You're going to go into your settings here at the top right. And then when you're into those settings, you're going to go to let me go back here. You're going to go into your edit page right here onto the left. When you're in that edit page, you're going to see an option for the different type of template that you can change. Before I change this template, I'm going to show you here. This is the biggest thing that changes when you swap out your templates, is what fields that you get down here. So notice the fields, and Facebook does give you nice explainer on each of the templates that you can select. So if you want a standard template, it's going to show you what it looks like. Depending on your type of business, it's going to show what is recommended. So if you're a professional service company, they're going to recommend this template because of the fields that it gives you under the About section, and then the tabs that it's going to give you within the rest of the left sidebar that you get on Facebook. So if you're an e-commerce business or you're selling items and you want to offer that within Facebook, you might want to choose this shopping template. If you're a venue or you have a location, you're going to want to choose venue template. Politicians, etc., restaurants and chefs, or excuse me, restaurants and cafes, they are adding new templates frequently. I did not see the restaurants and cafes before, so that's one that's new to me. But along with this template change that you can do, you can swap out these tabs here by just sliding this on and then clicking the settings here. And now some of these are standard that you have to keep, but others you can turn on and off. And then this is additionally where you would add another tab that you want to feature within your Facebook. So you can change your template, add tabs, for example, events, notes, services, shop, etc., all right here. So I am going to go back to the actual page so you can see what Mike was talking about with the call to action. I'm sure most of you have seen this already. This is not something that's new, but it is something, like we said, that is changing. You haven't said there's more options available now. If I didn't want to do a call now, I could do book our service, start an order, etc. Watch a video. Donations now are available. Use it, use an app, play a game, etc. So you can choose what you have to do here. And then again, Facebook is growing this section on what it's going to start integrating. This is something you can test out as well to try it out. Facebook lets you know how many call to action clicks that you get within each week with a little preview window and within your insights. If you see you're not getting a lot of action clicks, change it up. Try something different and see what works for your business. So sharing here and bring it back.
Yep. So, lots of different things. Now, one of the more recent newest features too is kind of like templates to post. Okay. So when you go to post, instead of now just kind of clicking a link that says, photo or video or that type of thing, they're giving you little icons, kind of like a template there that says you want to share a photo or video, and there's an image, picture, advertise your business, icon for that, get messages, create an event, create an offer, write a note, and start a live video. So those are basically just visual cues to help you as an admin. The public is not seeing those, to get started with the type of post, the type of action, that you want to take on your Facebook page. So that's another update. And then the big thing I think is, the navigation on the left. And, we're thrilled with Tab Site, since we're offering the tabs on the left-hand side there, that you have the big left-hand menu and that you can kind of move those up and down, so you can reorder and manage those tabs, so that if you are running a contest or sweepstakes or something like that, you can prioritize those, because obviously people are going to read from top to bottom, and you can move those around and put them in order. So I think that obviously they keep the home one at the top there, but you can begin to move some of those around and manage those.
Yeah, and you can do that in the same section we were just at. When you select your template, you literally would just click the bar and drag it and drop it in the section that you want. I did want to go back one step where you're talking about the template to post, where Facebook's giving you that visual composer, if you will, to select and start creating your post. There's one that has stood out a lot, which is that create an offer. So that's something that hasn't really, I haven't seen a lot of it being used often on Facebook, and something that we're really having great success with some of our pages. But you can create an offer and literally start that right there. Say what the offer is, whether it's a percentage off or a coupon code, whatever that is, put that in there, put an image with it, say how many that you want to give to your fans and those that share it, give the details, anything else that would be required or exclusions in that, and then post that out. That's going to be shared as a post. But what's cool about it is when somebody clicks to get that offer, that's actually sent back to their Facebook page and or their email that they have connected with Facebook. So they have a choice to save that offer as the user. That makes it super convenient to get that special offer. And as the business and fan page, it's a great way of getting that engagement and making sure that your fans see it. And it seems to me, because I've shared this post for an offer as a traditional post, a link back to the website, and then Facebook's actual created offer within the Facebook page, and definitely their priority of visibility and who's engaged with it has been on the offer that's created within Facebook itself, far more than the ones that I've put out as text and just images and links back to the website. So I think it's a nice way to add to and to try it on your Facebook page, as we all are trying to get more attention, of course.
Yep. So when you click to create an offer, Facebook even, kind of gives you an introduction to that the first time. And they tell you, 3 things. That the offer is saved when people claim it so they can find it later. But number 2, which was Jessica was talking about, people get a notification reminder about the saved offer. So there, Facebook is helping you be top of mind.
So can you see that?
And then the third thing is that the offers look different from the other posts. And so they visually stand out a little bit more.
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to give you that full screen. It's really nice. And then it asks you if you want to see other offers by that business as well, which is cool.
Yep.
But yeah. But I love what you're saying about too, the left-hand side navigation. It's almost like a mini website for businesses now. I mean, how it's laid out, the big header at the top, the button, the call to action button above the fold, if you will, in web terms, and then all of your options on the left and how you can prioritize it. It even prioritizes when you arrange those, just so you know, when you arrange it on the left, when somebody visits your page, direct on the left is also going to be in the center. So if you choose your photos first, your photos are going to show up below the top, then your videos, if that's next, and then your post, and however you want to display that. What you choose on the left is how you're going to display it on the right.
Yeah, and have you experimented with that, and do you have any recommendations for the audience here?
It just depends on your business. I haven't technically experimented with it. I just noticed that for me, I guess when I'm going back to our page, it's usually to get to the post, not necessarily the photos and stuff. So it was kind of a pain to scroll to something I knew that I had seen that I wanted to get to, because I had to go past all the services, all the photos, all the videos, etc. So instead, I did, even though photos and videos are something that's important for the page, I moved those down a little bit because I figured people would not naturally click on those on the left if they wanted to get there quickly. And chances are, if they're going back to the page, it's most likely that they're trying to get to a post or something very specific. That's something they wouldn't know necessarily or be kind of conditioned so far on Facebook to click post on the left. They'd be like, what's wrong? I can't find it, So I would recommend still for us keeping post at the top or closer to the top and keeping photos and videos, even though they're important and you want people to go back there. I think people are more naturally used to actually clicking those buttons to get to that section than they would be clicking post to get to that section and kind of jump to.
Yep, I'm totally
area.
with you. I think that you got to move posts up, and that's something to be aware of, because generally that's not the top one when your Facebook page changed to this layout. That generally is not. You have to go to manage and move those up there. Facebook is emphasizing again the videos and the photos, which are good, but I think if someone's coming over, oftentimes they want to see the most recent posts, and so moving that up is important. I think next in line though can be the videos, with that just taking more precedence. But I think that this left-hand menu is key, because I've just seen with our tab site users just a lot more usage now, because prior to this in the previous layout where it was kind of like a drop down menu, I mean, it was hidden unless they clicked on that, but now you at least have the visual cue, and you can outline those more specifically. So that's a big win for those trying to do more with their Facebook page.
Right. Definitely agree there. I know another update with Facebook before we kind of go down through the rest is that Facebook Live from desktop. I've seen you were testing it out yesterday, Mike, and I've seen others that have tested out, went live, Social Media Examiner, Carlos Gill, a few others that have tested out the live feature from the desktop. We are so close. Last week, I know we had a hiccup in the show here because of just going live from desktop and being able to see both of us. So it sounds like we're that much closer to going live from the desktop with a counterpart. That's the only last missing piece to the equation here. But you can go live from your desktop. Yeah. So how easy was it, Mike? You want to walk people through that process?
It is super easy, and they're trying to make it easy, but I was very impressed with it. I mean, again, you're in that template area, like you want to create a post, you hit that start a live video, and basically it prompts you with, create a post. What do you want to say about it? And, in the next screen, you're on a preview and you can hit go live and that's it. It's starting to roll.
Yeah.
And it's going to use, your camera and your microphone, whatever that is. I tried it without using anything other than my standard, Mac computer. So my Mac camera, Mac audio, and was asking for feedback and got positive results. The people were saying that, I sounded good. I looked good in that, and that it was synced up. There was no lag between the audio and my lips moving kind of thing. It was matched up. So very much a positive and just a great way for companies, businesses to give, updates and to, if I was with Jessica, we could sit together at the same table there and do an interview. So there's possibilities that are coming that weren't there before.
Yeah, I think this is, again, changing the game in the landscape for live video and just creators as a whole. I think this is now giving an opportunity to businesses, another easy way for them to go live. I think they've been hesitant before with a cell phone just because of holding it, and having the stability there, even though there's some tools out there, but I think it's still a hindrance for some that are just to communicate and teach right from their desktop. It makes it now a lot easier and just a little less barrier to entry for individuals to go live. I want to show it real quick just on my screen here, just because we have a second to show what we're saying, and we'll pop back over just a second here.
Okay, let's do it.
Literally right here. So you would click that, title your video, put the description there, and go live. So again, another easy way of starting a live video from your desktop.
Hey, stay there for a second.
I encourage, sure, yeah.
Because I think we just better show this while we're going to move to the right side a little bit more. And explain, because the right side is a little bit more complex. It's hard to kind of talk about that without showing it as well there. So,
sure.
Your web designer is what you have listed as your page type, right? And then there's the about section and where comments by others to your page appear.
Yeah, so one, I love that you can search for post on your page if you've talked about something, this is incredible. You can search for content on your page.
That's
and
huge.
This is your response time here. Yeah, this has been super helpful. Go back and we posted before. This is your response rate that Facebook grades you on. This is your likes, of course, and how many people are following your page, because people can follow without liking it. And this is one that's often overlooked. This is my favorite tab here on Facebook business pages. And what this allows you to do, I'm just going to click on it real quick, is allow you to engage with other business pages as your business business. So you were able to like other business pages as your company page, and then you are able to engage with them right here. So now more and more people are seeing your business name, engaging content, and it gives you more reach, more visibility, because people are seeing your name. And the more that you engage with others, the more engagement you get back to your page. So this is one of my favorite links right there, is engaging with other business pages. You no longer have to click the top here and flip to another page. You can just do it quickly right from this right-hand sidebar, which is nice. This is where people have checked in, and this is your post reach for the week. This is the other individuals that have been here, and your friends that have liked this page, and then your about section that you can change and update. The business page like as your business, visitor posts here, events that are coming up, and recommended pages based upon this. Anything I missed here on the right, Mike?
No, I think, yeah, I mean, I think that covers it well. And now when you scroll down, do you have any, on the right side, any tab icons that are listed there?
I'm sorry, cut out just a little bit. Any what that are listed? Keep
going beneath the about section and liked by this page.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And okay, so there it is.
These are pages that you like.
Yeah, liked by the page. Okay. And
so you can add this as a feature.
Yeah, now you can
visitor post.
You can kind of move some things around on that side too, because I moved the app area up above liked by this page.
Mm-hmm.
And so it allows me to showcase a couple apps there, so I can get the app image and the app name. And so it kind of allows you to put a little image up there and give you a little visual so that you could call attention. Again, so if you're running a contest or a sweepstakes, that you could move those apps up there a little bit further on the right side and do something like that.
Yeah, so I just moved, for example, an event, because we have an event in June for Social Media Week, and now it's time that we're starting to plan and prep and draw attention to that. So now you can bring this closer up to the top, like Mike said, to draw more attention to that, which is cool.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, there's just lots of power. Now, again, it's important to remember that most people are going to interact with your page in the newsfeed. So it still comes back to, are you engaging them there with your posts? And again, post type is important, as we've seen that Facebook is giving precedence to live video. They're alerting people to that, giving notifications of that, allowing people to subscribe to that. With video, they're giving precedence to video for reach. Not all posts get the same amount of reach. And so video posts and the auto captions they're allowing there are something that, so again, what you're posting is still the most important, but when there are going to be people coming over to your Facebook page, and so you want to have it set up and organized well for people to navigate there. You want to remember that a lot of people are going to be interacting with you on a mobile device. That's why what we talked about with that cover image is so important. And the desktop is something to definitely go through and make sure that you've updated these pieces and that you're completing all those areas. I noticed that Jessica had the settings out there where you talk about your about section and those types of pieces. You want to make sure that you fill those out well, just like you would on your website. That's a complete, thorough description of who you are, what you offer there. Jessica, you want to say any more about that?
Yeah, I lost my tab here, so that's what I was looking for actually too. But with the manage sections, I had accidentally turned this off just a second ago when I was changing the template, but you do have the opportunity to put a little bit about your services as well, that you can fill out in addition to the about section. So you can actually put in your services and what you offer. And that note section as well, we've talked about that before. So if you want to add your services, add all of these sections here, you can add these in. I don't know if I've lost all of mine here, but I'm going to go ahead and add it again here and just see what happens. But that will give you the capability to go in, and let's go back to my page and see if it saved all of our stuff that we had there before. But you can feature your services. So whatever you're offering at your business, you can talk a little bit more about it. And that again is making it more like a full rounded look at who your business is and what you offer, versus just a social media page. This will replace your website, but it does give your viewers and your fans a chance to really get to know you, where they're already hanging out. So they can find out a lot more about your brand and what you offer. Please be there still. Let's see. Going a little slow here, so I apologize. But the shop section, have you shop section, Mike? While I'm pulling up services here.
So say that again. I cut out on me a second.
Have you used the shop section on Facebook? Have you purchased anything from this shop section
I
on?
haven't purchased anything from any page on that section. No.
Yeah. It's really seamless, actually, business. So I bought something very, very inexpensive. It was just a charm necklace for my daughter, but I checked out completely on Facebook, and they do integrate with PayPal, and really easy able to write from this company's page versus going to their website to do that. So it made it really easy and seamless process. Now we've put some items on some of our clients' Facebook page for shop that actually just features their catalog and then have a direct link to buy something versus actually checking out on Facebook as well. So that's another thing. If you really don't want to have Facebook be the checkout, as a whole, you can at least draw people back into the website and give a look. I don't know if this is going to load, so I'm just sharing. Wow. It's kind of give me some, how's that error here?
A blank screen.
Yeah. So stop.
Let's see.
Okay.
Just making sure we go over the key pieces here. Business categories, prominent. Most important apps appear on the right side. About section, search bar. Love that search bar. Yeah, so we've been covering a number of the key pieces there, and it's just important to make sure that you are taking a look at the desktop view, just because they've rolled out some significant changes here, and that's just important to note.
Exactly. So some of them, I missed the last few seconds of what you said because I've been spinning the ever circle of death back for a second here. But yeah, some of these aren't new, but you may not have noticed them or advantage of. So our goal is new year, kind of spruce it up a little bit, take your page to the next level, take advantage of all the opportunities that are available now. One thing we didn't show today or go into, but is available as well, and we've talked about it in previous weeks, is the Facebook Messenger section. So as you're going and doing some pre-spring cleaning on your Facebook page, taking advantage of these new features, make sure to check out that messaging section on Facebook as well, and make sure that your response set up, and because you can have like a custom greeting that comes up when somebody comes to your page. You can have certain out of office, if you will, messages that are sent to individuals when they're messaging your business page when you're closed on the hours of operations on Facebook. So it's another way of kind of staying in touch when you're maybe sleeping or not within your Facebook page's reach during that time. It helps, one, get your response time in a better, kind of more manageable time frame there. And also is an inspiration for the person that's messaging your page. So great areas to check out on your Facebook business page.
I lost you, Jessica. Are you there? Test, test, test.
Um,
All right, folks. I don't know who you can hear. I'm trying to look at the live screen there and see if I see my lips moving. I think you're seeing me, but we've lost Jessica for a second. So she's coming back.
Roll here. I was just jabbering away, and then I seen this green box that said "Go back on air," and I was like, "What?" So, what's the last thing that you heard?
Oh man! Oh man!
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, huzza. What am I gonna do with you?
Yeah.
But-
So let's just kind of recap. Is there anything else that that we feel like as we, move to wind down here? It's Facebook.
Yeah.
This is for desktop. They've made changes. It's time to go look at those. Hopefully, we've given you some. If you
Sprinkle.
haven't tried offers yet, you got to try offers. You should try Facebook Live from the desktop as well. Those are my two big ones. Anything else that you want to highlight?
Yeah, check out the offers definitely, but check out the services section, the shop section. And I don't know if you heard my big rant on messaging, like the messaging section on the business page, but make sure that's one area that we talked about a couple of weeks ago in previous episodes. But you want to check out that messaging section to take the personalization that you can do there and turn it on when your office may be closed, so you can give that instant gratification to the individual contacting your page without you needing to be there, and it helps cut that response time down. Just overall, just some spring cleaning, updating, changing up your Facebook page, freshening it up, taking advantage of those new features, and let us know what it's done for you. Like, what ones have you checked out? Which ones do you really like? We really want to hear your feedback as you start doing some of these.
Yes. Sounds good. Do you want to
sorry.
tell them what's coming down the pike?
Yes. So I'm glad you brought this up, Mike. We are actually working on a big announcement. So Magnet Marketers started a Magnet Marketers social media master course. So this will be a certificate course that I brought in 30 of the best speakers that will be training and giving you their quick and best actionable tips, actionable being the operative word here,
right,
on how to do this specific network. So I've organized it from the way that we should be thinking about your strategy from start to finish, like identifying your personas, setting up your drip campaigns, and then each and every single network that's on social that it can be powerful to your business, having that key person there be training and teaching you on this. And this is all going to be delivered in your inbox. So across a 3-month span, you will have 3 videos delivered each week right into your email, so you can watch those videos as you have time. And then at the end of that, you can take a quiz, actually a Magnet Marketer certification, to make sure that you really feel like you've got results and that you really do understand what it means to be a magnet marketer that's drawing people in versus being that bullhorn that is just broadcasting your message. So I am super pumped to announce these speakers. So you'll be checking out our Facebook page very soon for of our new website, announcing all the speakers and a sneak peek sign up that you can get heck of a deal when you sign up within the first week. So really, really exciting things that are happening. I'm really excited for all the individuals that have come together to be a part of this. And I'm super excited to share it all with you. So that's one big thing that's coming up, but we're not stopping the show. We're definitely going to still be here giving you some nuggets each week. Next week, I really want to talk on what to do if someone's stealing your content. Like, how do you handle that kind of situation? How to find out if it's happening and identify it, and what kinds of actions can you take if that's happening? So excited to bring you that topic next week, and excited to be back this year.
Yes,
Thanks
yes.
for joining.
Forward to that. The master class is going to be great then. And I mean, things keep changing, so it's valuable every week to look forward to ways that we can bring some value to you and give you some tips. So looking forward to carrying on here, January, February, March.
Yay! Absolutely. Yep. March 1st, by the way, will be the day that it officially unveils the Magnet Marketers full course. But we will have some early bird signups and some cool things that'll be rolling out your way very, very shortly.
Watch for them.
So again, yeah, definitely. Thanks for your time today, everyone. And thank you, Mike, as always, for being here with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and we look forward to connecting with all of you soon.
Take care, folks. Later on.
Bye.